Hi, I'm Nikki, owner of the Flourish Group, and in today's episode of Flourish in 5, I'm going to turn you into a habit hacker. That's right, I'm going to give you steps to setting habits and maintaining them. And it's very simple, so nothing to be overwhelmed about. So let's get started.
Welcome to Flourish in 5, where in 5 minutes or less, we give you simple ideas and information for living happy, healthy, and confident.
So first things first, I got a fun fact for you. 45% of what you do every day is a habit. It's a routine. It's brushing your teeth. It's making a pot of coffee in the morning. A lot of what we do, almost half of what we do, is already ingrained as a routine. So that's good news because it means we're wired for that. We are wired to be creatures of habit and to have routines. The bad news is that some of those habits are not very healthy. The second thing I want to ask you is, do you know how long it takes to create a habit that can be sustained? So most people have heard the 21 days that it takes to build a habit, and that's a myth because a habit takes as long as a habit takes for you because we're all different. Our brains are all wired differently. We respond to different things in different ways. So there is no set time. Researchers are saying it can take anywhere from 8 days to 250 days to establish and sustain a habit and make it a routine. So get rid of that pressure to get it done in 21 days, and here are a few steps to help you set healthy habits that you can maintain for the rest of your life. Okay, so we know that we are hardwired to be creatures of habit, and we know that we don't have to do it in 21 days or less. So now that that pressure is taken off, I've got 5 steps to setting healthy habits that will stick for a lifetime. So the first step is to have an ultimate goal. That's what your habit should be. You should have that habit tied to a goal. For the purpose of today's video, we're going to use running a 5K without stopping in the next 90 days. Now, the reason I phrase that goal that way is because it's a SMART goal. I've talked about SMART goals in the past, but it's really important for a habit to stick that you create a SMART goal. What I mean by a SMART goal is a goal that is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So when we said you want to run a 5K nonstop in 90 days, it hits all of those points. So when you're setting a goal for your ultimate habit, make sure that it's SMART. Step 2, define your why. Why do you want to achieve this goal? Why is running a 5K nonstop in the next 90 days important to you? Is it to connect with your spouse who's a runner? Is it to build confidence? Is it to lose weight? Is it to gain strength and endurance? Whatever that reason is, it's really important that you identify it early on, write it down, and remind yourself often. Step 3 is pick one habit that's going to get you closer to that ultimate goal. When we set a goal, we get very excited and we want to do all the things. So for our goal of running a 5K nonstop in 90 days, you may want to run out and get new shoes, get new gear, buy a treadmill, join a gym, whatever it might be. What I'm telling you to do is to pick one thing that will set you up for success. And in this case, it might simply be blocking off time on your calendar to actually run. Because if you don't do that, it doesn't matter what gear you have, you won't get the run in. So step 3, pick one habit that is going to get you closer to that ultimate goal and that lifetime habit. Step 4, make it as easy as possible. Once you set that habit and that ultimate goal, find the path of least resistance. So that might mean putting out your workout clothes in the morning. So as soon as you get up, you get your coffee, you get ready, and you go for a run. Or it might be picking an outdoor trail that's on your way to or from work. If we have to go out of our way, if we make it difficult on ourselves, we make it harder to maintain that habit. So step 4 is to find the path of least resistance and make it simple. And finally, step 5 is to be prepared for the ups and downs. You know, when we are on a journey to get healthier or to change something in our lives, there are going to be peaks and valleys. And it's what we do when we find ourselves off track that really makes us successful. So here's my tip for you. When you get off track, if you've missed a couple of workouts or you're not eating the way that you would like to eat, is to just get back on track that minute. Not the next day, not the next Monday. The sooner that you recognize it and course correct, the sooner that you're back on track and headed towards that ultimate goal. Okay, so now you have the 5 steps. I'm gonna give you 2 strategies to pull it all together and help maintain your habit and keep you motivated. The first strategy is called habit stacking. So if you already have routines, which we talked about earlier, 45% of our day is routine. If you already have routines in place, stack your new habit with a current routine. So that might mean in the morning, you get up, you make your coffee, and while your coffee is brewing, you get your sneakers on and you get ready to go outside for a run. And that happens every day and it becomes part of your routine. At night, you may finish dinner, clean up, and then set out your clothes for the next morning. So you stack those habits onto existing routines so that you're not creating new habits or new routines, you're just adding on to it. The second thing is to reward yourself with any goal, with any habit. Once you feel like you've gotten to a point where you've established the habit and maybe you've reached your goal, maybe you've run that 5K without stopping, then reward yourself. Give yourself something to look forward to be able to maintain those healthy habits for a lifetime. So I hope you found today's episode helpful as you look to establish and sustain healthy habits for a lifetime. If you did, share it with a friend who might enjoy it as well, and be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel for additional films on healthy living topics. I'm Nikki Campbell, owner of the Flourish Group, and make it a healthy day.